Hello. Welcome to Chatting with C. Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time. Did you miss me? That's from Martin. Okay, the episode with Tommy Davidson. Okay, anyway. Hey, chatters. I have been away for a while and I apologize. Lots of stuff going on, lots of good stuff actually. But I have been getting your emails, I've been getting your texts, I've been reading it. I appreciate you guys so much. And I apologize I haven't been on, but, things happen in life and we have to, deal with them and then get back into the groove of things, right? So I am back and I am excited. Over the course of me not posting videos, I did finally finish my life coaching, my master life coach certifications. So I'm super excited about that. Also, goal success, life purpose, and happiness certifications as well, coaching as well. So I am certified. Okay, hey. So I did get a lot of messages while I've been gone. I've been working on quite a number of them. So I do intend to get this ball really rolling now. Had a birthday, super excited about that. Actually, we're still in Libra season. Hey. So lots of good stuff happening and going on. But I will go ahead and it's not going to be a long video at all. I just been kind of noticing some things and just from some of the questions I've been getting and just me and my own life, I wanted to just quickly talk about the people that you have around you. I think we've already talked about, if people don't support you, your friends, I tell you, tell them, fuck them, right? That's what my advice was. That was the video. But I want to really talk about the importance of the people around you and how that really affects your life. I'm noticing and I'm hearing a lot of people, have people from back in the day, from high school, from, early 20s or from childhood that they are still friends with. And I think that is awesome. Let me start there. I think that is completely and utterly awesome if you have friends from that long, right? 10, 15, 20 years deep friendships. There are some people who really legitimately have friends for 40, 50 years, right? If they are really people who support you, who uplift you, who you can call on, who, you never feel bad around, you can be yourself with, like those friendships, and they've lasted and are lasting that long, that's awesome, and that is what you need. So please don't take what I'm about to say as anything other than that. If you have those type of people and those type of friendships, that is awesome. You are extremely blessed. You are more fortunate than you realize. Okay. However, because I love a good however, I'm not speaking to those people. So whoop, over there. Okay. I'm going to talk to the people who are still holding on to friendships because of time, who are still holding on to people because, well, I've known them this long, or because I'm so loyal and I'm so down for these people because we've been riding since, 72 together, and y'all are still doing the same thing. If you can't call on those people to really uplift you and to motivate you and to encourage you, you can't ask them for a ride, or, the only time you guys can, do something is if it's, excuse me, I got this shrimp sitting here with all this seasoning on it, messing up my sinuses. Anyway, if you have people around you who are not positive, who do not create a safe and positive, uplifting, enlightening environment, it's time to really start to evaluate that. And it's nothing wrong with being friends with somebody for 10 years. Who you were 10 years ago, how that friendship came to be back then is what you both needed, or what the group needed, whatever, right? Is what you needed. However, if you are really evolving in life and growing in life, some of those friends and some of those situations, some of those jobs are going to change, right? They're going to change with you, and they should. Some of us cannot grow and get to the next level in life because of the people that we have around us. I'll say that again. Some of us cannot grow and get to where we want to be in life because of the people that we have around us. The people around you, your circle, your crew, your what else do you call your team should be so tight that you really know what you provide and bring to the table in those relationships, and also what they bring and are providing to the relationship. They should be evolving, and so should you. If you're hanging out with people from 10 to 20 years ago and y'all are not evolving, or only one of you's evolving and not the other, there's something wrong. There is something completely wrong. Now, I'm not saying, girl, I'm doing better than you and you not doing it, you not my friend no more. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying at all whatsoever. However, I am saying that if you are around people who are doing good and they're not looking out for you as their friend, they don't have your back, they're not telling you about opportunities, they're not mentioning your name in rooms that you're not in, they're not telling you, hey, this is what you can do, I heard about this opportunity, I heard you say that you like this and this came across my desk at work, it might be something you into. If they're not doing that, that's not your friend. That's not a circle that you need to be in. It's important that you understand and recognize the people that you have around you. If every time I look up, my friend's doing this, doing that, and I've been saying I'm interested in that, or I'm looking into this, I'm working on that, now all of a sudden she working on it and found 79 people and ain't helping or reaching back, there's something wrong with that. There really is. You really should be growing. And not every friend is going to grow or evolve at the same level as you. And that's okay. As long as they are trying to progress, that's okay. But people who are not, and who only want to do the same thing, and you're sticking around because, well, that's been my friend for 20 years, you might be just a little bit enabling them. And you're also stopping your own self because, well, I don't want to leave that person behind. Well, I don't want to get too high up. And then, they be looking at me or thinking something different. Well, she can't go too high because, then, oh, you think you all that because you didn't buy a house now, or because you finally got that job you wanted, you making the money you want, you think you all that. Those are not friends. Those are not friends. It's important to find people who are like-minded, but also people who are different so that you can grow. I have gone through all kinds of stuff on life's journey, okay, to get to where I am today. No shame in it. I haven't always had it together. I still don't have it together, to be honest. However, I can look back and see the growth. And my friends, people who have been with me for, 10 plus years, even 5, can look and see the growth as well. And that's what's important, is that you can see it. And then I've also noticed that when I started getting rid of certain people and started moving in different dynamics and stopped doing certain things and started shifting stuff started changing for me. When I started, really looking at the coworkers I was talking to and which ones I liked, I started to notice there's a complete difference than collecting everybody and being like, everybody's my friend or everybody brings something to everybody's not meant to be in that circle. They're just not. And so it's important for you to know that. And that's a hard one that I've had to learn, especially over the last year, is, does everybody belong in my inner circle? And I was telling somebody, like, I've created an inner circle, right? I have this inner circle and it has certain people in it. And then I have an outer circle that has people who used to be in the inner circle who are now in the outer circle. It's not that I don't, care about you. It's not that I, don't function with you or anything like that. It just means that the access is different now. You're just not in the inner circle. But I still care about you. I still fucks with you, just in a different light. And then I have people on the outside of the circle, another realm, right? Who are people that, I don't really fuck with you at all. But we was cool at one point. It ain't no bad blood, but you're definitely not in the second and you're definitely not in the inner. Figure out how people work, how they fit into your life. And it is okay to remove people. It is okay to say, you know what, this is not working anymore. I want more. It is okay to look and say, you know what, you used to be here and I think now it's maybe time to put you here. And there's no shade necessarily. I guess sometimes there could be. um However, you have to start taking care of you. Right. I say that all the time. We talk about that all the time. And a lot of the questions that I've gotten lately, we're going to get really into that. Um, but you have to decide for yourself what is really going to help propel you into the person that you want to be. If you are okay with the people around you, you're okay with where you're at in life, and that's fine, then that's fine. Then this video ain't for you. Hello. Send it to somebody it might be for. But we're all evolving and we all are going to learn that people we've had around us don't belong there anymore. That, the conversation is different. The energy is different. I feel drained when I talk to you, or, you don't clap for me, but I clap for you every time. You are allowed to evaluate those friendships and evaluate those circles. You're allowed to evaluate people and remove them. That goes for friends, that goes for family members, that goes for coworkers. I mean, that really goes for any aspect of your life. You are allowed to go, you know what? This doesn't bring me joy. This doesn't help me get to the next place. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to be using your friends to advance your life and that they got to be advancing you every time they do something. But you should have friends who, when they elevate and they're in a position to be able to help you elevate too, that they do. That they don't look over you. That they're not like, girl, it's kind of deal. Your evolution and where you're at in life is for you. And where somebody else is at is for them. That's where they're going. You don't have to be necessarily on the same page. You're not going to be. However, you ought to be evolving, and your friends and the people around you ought to be growing as well, regardless of if you've known them for 20 years, regardless if you've known them for two years. If I'm hanging around with you and we don't talk about anything except gossip and celebrity gossip and who did what to who and what man and what girl and all of that, and we were doing that 10 years ago and we're still doing that, like the conversation's not different at all, and if I try to change the conversation it somehow reverts back, that's going to be draining to me. I'm going to lose interest because that's not where I'm at. Now, I love a little good celebrity gossip. I love a good little piece of tea. Now, I do. I will tell you. However, I want to talk about things that are really going to propel the future because that's where I'm at. And it's okay that you're not, as my friend. Like, that's cool. If that's what you want to talk about. I may not answer every time you call because I don't be in the mood for that. 20, 30 minutes of just straight gossip. You know what I mean? Like, but you still cool, just, I got to be in the mood for that kind of stuff. And that's okay. And I think people should not take it so offensively when you find yourself distanced from somebody or from people, because they are deciding for themselves to do something different. And that's okay. And you should be doing the same. And if you feel like, well, why are you distancing yourself from me? Like, from me? Like me? If you find yourself there, then maybe you need to ask those questions of your friend, of the people around you, and really ask, what is it? What's going on? Am I missing something? Maybe you are. And maybe you are not. And maybe a person needs their time to be able to get to the next level and it has nothing to do with you. Don't take it so intentional and so purposefully, would be my other suggestion. Instead of getting mad and upset at folk, sometimes we need to look at ourselves. And not even sometimes, all the time. We need to look at ourselves and look at what we've done in a situation. Because 9 times out of 10, we all play a role. It's not even 9 times out of 10, it's 10 out of 10. We play a role in everything. The choice to not do something is playing a role, is making a decision. The choice to do something is playing a part of it. We all do. In every situation, in every part, if you decide today that you were going to go to this class and you decide to stay on the couch, that was a choice you made. That now, if that means that now you didn't got kicked out that class, you did that. You played a part of that. That was something you chose that you did. We all play a part in everything. Start making the parts that you play make sense for you in your life. Make sure that the people you have around you are supporting you, that they're uplifting you, that they're positive, that you can learn something from them and you can also teach them something, that you guys are able to really join together and play off one another in a great space. I don't think that everything, I am the queen of fun. I am the queen of fun. A friend told me a couple weeks ago, "You are the turn up queen." I said, "Well, yeah, that's. I think anybody who's ever hung out with me know that." I am the queen of fun. I love fun. I think everything should have fun in it. I'm not saying that your friendships have to be all about business and buying houses and all of that, because I don't think that is feasible, right? However, there should be some growth in those friendships. We shouldn't be having the same fights and arguments. We shouldn't be dealing with the same issues and stuff at this point, 10, 15 years later. I can't talk to you and you can't talk to me, and you still do this kind of sideways, shady shit to me, and I still got to keep my eye on you, and ooh, one day you tell me one thing, the next day you tell me something different. That kind of stuff gets old. It gets old. People need to grow out of that. And if you are a friend who's that and somebody is growing past that, do not be offended. Now you look at yourself and decide, is that the type of person you want to be? When people talk about me, they're going to talk about you anyway. But if I would decide that I want people to talk about me in a good way, I'm going to show up as a good person. Now, people going to shade the story, of course. They're going to change it to that's fine. But I know that I showed up as a good person. I know that I come being a good person. And that's important. It's important. It's important. It's important to know the people around you, to make sure that your circle is tight, to make sure that the people around you are for you, to make sure that you know exactly what's happening around you. You should be going into a new space in life, right? Things have shifted in the universe, and where we're going and what we're doing, it's important to know who's around you. It's important to know who is around you. It's important to know who, you can get a little turned up with, and then who you can't, because they're going to go tell it. It's important to know the people around you. It's important to know that you have flaws and they have flaws, to be accepting of each other's flaws. Those are friendships worth holding on to and growing and cultivating and putting your time in and investing into, right? All those words mean the same thing, but in case you needed a different word for it, that's important. And so I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, just because I've been seeing it and hearing it a lot, and people seem to, it's that, well, I've known them for so long, and that's okay. Allow people and situations to be for the time that they're for. And then when it's time to evolve and move past it, it doesn't change the time that you had. It doesn't make it any less valuable or important or needed at that time. But sometimes we are not growing because of the very people that we have around us, that we call friend, that we call our dogs, that's my whatever. They're really not. Are they really, though? Only you can decide that. That's on you. I don't know. If you feel like they are, they got damn it, they are. And that's all it is to it. However, if they need to be removed, remove them. Your circle needs to be so tight. It needs to be so tight. And that you have no worries about removing somebody who don't belong on the inner circle, in the inner circle. So that's what I have for today. I do have some more videos coming, so please stay tuned for those. I didn't even expect this one to go this long, to be honest, but once I get talking, I'll be just talking. And I hope that I have inspired somebody or encouraged someone. I always want to make sure that everything I do is positive. Life is real, but there's always a positive spin. And I want, chatting with C to be that positive spin, that you don't feel bad about stuff that you've gone through or been through, that you're not embarrassed to ask a question or to get a different perspective because you want to grow. My videos are for people who want to grow. My videos are for people who are trying to evolve, who are trying to find their way in life, who really trying to create that inner happiness to create a lifestyle that they really truly enjoy. That's what I want to help people do. So I hope that if that's why you're following, that that's what you're getting from me. If not, let me know. But that's the intent always, always. I never want to tear nobody down. We're all on life's journey. We're all trying to make it. And I just want to help other people along the way people have helped me. And y'all help me too. I'm not perfect by any means. Like, me helping other people helps me. So we in that thing. So thank you. I will leave you with: never confuse people who are always around you with people who are always there for you. Have a great and awesome day.